Humbled to be here on episode 44 of JPJ Health and Wellness. Um, I'm fresh off training, so I just made a decision to check in and let y'all know what I did physically today and where I'm at mentally today, and my thoughts on the innovation of mental health and wellness in the future. Also filtered through my experience of life and my truth. So, that being said, today I did my treadmill, usual 30 minutes, one and a half, no incline. And today I added arm training with weights, and I used a 25 pound weight. I train bis and tris, and I do intend on adding more exercises to my training regimen as soon as I, flip that switch and make the decision to add what feels necessary and needed to the training regimen. Not just things I do aloof and out of the blue, right? And I think that after that, it was best to do treadmill training, and lastly, my forms, my katas, to close out my training session. And that's what I had did. And mentally, what comes to mind is, for me, to give you a little insight without going too deep down the rabbit hole of what my process actually is, has been, because, I believe that my process, started very, very slow. And, you reach a point where everything happens fairly swiftly. And, those decisions you make in those moments where things are moving quite fast and swift and pick up the pace are subconsciously and consciously lessons embedded from the times that were slow. My journey is built on patience. And one thing I encourage you to at least give you insight from my perspective and my truth of training is, when you make decisions to start something or begin something, my advice to you is to detach from the goal and give it to a higher power. In my case, I give it to God, and I just endure the process of, for me, what I've been grateful to have been blessed with is things that I love to do. And the light has been shown on those things, and which is why I graciously and with gratitude and with patience endure those things. I detach from the outcome, and I don't perform. Another mental note, documenting on record, doing the things I love, and hopefully you find the things you love where you don't need to perform, and you don't necessarily need these things that you love, but you love them, which is why you need them, right? To fill you. And not to go too deep down the rabbit hole, I don't need training. I don't need treadmill work. I don't need cardio. I don't need my katas, forms, but I feel my higher purpose. And it is sounding weird and very contradictory and ironic to the things we've been told in our lives to seek happiness, chase this, that, your passions, which is all fine and dandy. But the truth is, when you are content with what you have, you can just be happy. And I understand it's a process letting go of all the things we've learned in our childhood and, through our adult life and even into our elder years. Some people don't find that, those things that need them, and they feel like they need it. And I think that's why I'm so blessed in what I do, chosen and highly favored in what I do, is because the things that I do, I don't necessarily, not necessarily, to put it bluntly, need. I, I don't want to use the phrase know my worth, but I know my value, and I know my being is whole without these things. These are things that I've just been given to shine light on, because I can provide value at a high level. And I believe those are the things you should adapt your life to and around. Indulge in things that you feel you can give the best to, not what you think gives you the best. This is episode 44 of JPJ Health and Wellness. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.